Welcome to episode 1542. David Einhorn, famous short seller, hedge fund manager. This is a picture of David Einhorn and his ex-wife. This is an outline of episode 1542.
One tactic that I use that I think has been a good tactic for me is selling short. When I sell something short, I'm not trying to create a hedge. I'm trying to create a profit. Each year we've been profitable on our short sales. Our average return on capital on short selling over our 6 years has been 30%. We do this by identifying stocks that are both overvalued and deteriorating. In many cases, there is something wrong that we have unearthed that is not widely understood in the market. Last year we had Conseco. The year before that was CompuCredit. Before that were Saram Capital and Resource America. Each of these shares fell over 80% from the time that we shorted them.
He was born in 1968 to a wealthy family in New Jersey. His father, Stephen Einhorn, was the founder and president of both a consulting firm and a venture capital fund. In 1991, he graduated from the prestigious Cornell University with a BA in government.
He was a top student, graduated summa cum laude. Just as important, he met his future wife there at Cornell too. In 1996, at the age of 28, he founded Greenlight Capital, the hedge fund.
In 1996, his father gave him $900,000 in startup capital, which he used to start his hedge fund, Greenlight Capital. He subscribed to a value investment strategy where he would long stocks with cheap valuation multiples and short stocks that he thought were overvalued or fraudulent.
By the way, I think that growth is just generally is a component of value. In other words, companies are worth more if they're growing faster. There's been a huge run over the last half decade or more of growth stocks, as defined that way, compared to value stocks.
Now, his most famous short, Lehman Brothers.
Got the facts right.
Well, I've done a lot of effort here to get the facts right. Every single fact in my speech, I went to Erin Callan about, and I either confirmed or I tried to confirm. And in almost every case, they actually were confirmed. There were a few where she just refused to comment one way or the other. So I think I have a good responsibility to try to get the facts straight before I speak. But I think in terms of the broader impact of discussing this, I think it's very important for investors to be able to discuss stocks. I think it's important for them to be able to say good things about stocks and bad things about stocks so that you can have an open communication and the market can sort out who the good players are versus who the bad are and set asset prices appropriately.
In 2010, he became an author and wrote a book on short selling, fooling some of the people all of the time. In July 2022, David Einhorn is 52 years old, has a net worth of $1.4 billion. As seen from this wealth chart, his popularity as a hedge fund manager actually dropped. David Einhorn scored another victory, pressuring Apple.
Apple. If you have Apple shares in your 401k, you might want to write a thank you letter to this guy, David Einhorn. He led a public campaign, including TV appearances, open letters, even a lawsuit to pressure Apple into using some of its more than $100 billion in cash to pay shareholder dividends. Now, the move worked. Just last week, Apple boosted its dividend another 8%.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be David Einhorn, 8 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.